rocks blood and bills in the road, and you're shocked. You ain't shit. If Canelo rocks blood and bills in the ropes and he's dripping blood and knocks him out, and you're like, I can't believe what's the man. I'll be like, you gotta be the dumb. He's a 38-year-old woman. I've seen Canelo make Colin Smith back up, break Billy Joe Saunders' arm no more, make Danny Jacobs back up, a slug to Triple G, knock out Kovalev at light heavyweight. Bill said Canelo punches harder than better beef. Bill, a slick boxer who's a light heavyweight with great feet and young. He wouldn't have said that if he didn't feel the damn punches. He got hit. Canelo would have hit Crawford, and Crawford would be like, holy.
All right, damn. Here we go again. Circus. More of these guys coming out. And we got some retractions going on. Now it's this dude, Showpiss. Showpiss did dope. Like, man, come on. Come on, man. Come on. If we pick Terrence Bud Crawford to win, and if we shocked if Terrence get knocked out, we ain't shit. Like, man, wait a minute. You know, I thought for this guy to be such a big boxing channel, huge boxing channel, okay? I thought that he would have more boxing knowledge on the situation. Now, I'm not saying that Showpiss, he's not entitled to his own opinion. Of course he is. And if he genuinely thought that Canelo, was going to win, that's his prerogative. But to say that if we think Bud going to win, we ain't or if Canelo knocks out Bud and we surprised, we ain't shit. Are you serious? And did you hear yourself? Okay, so Bivol said Canelo hits hard. Okay, great. But what else did Bivol say? See, you admitted the part where Bivol said, hey, Bud is going to beat Canelo. Okay? You let that part out. You left that out. Okay? What else? You said he broke Billy Joe Saunders' orbital bone. Billy Joe Saunders, he was a quitter. And honestly, Billy Joe Saunders wasn't on Canelo's level. He shouldn't even been in there. Okay? And nobody picked Billy Joe Saunders to win that fight. So we were not shocked when Billy Joe Saunders, when he got stopped back there. We wasn't shocked. We wasn't shocked by that. Okay? So, I mean, try again. When he knocked out Amir Khan, we wasn't shocked by that. Okay? We none of us were shocked that he knocked out Amir Khan. Most people picked that he knocked him out. For him to knock out Bud, we would be shocked because Bud is the best of the best. Bud is the best of the best. And even Amir Khan said that Bud Crawford was a much harder fight than Canelo. So with all that being said, okay, we have a lot of guys that's talking reckless out here. Very reckless. For the most part, Bud Crawford went in here and dominated this guy. People said Bud was going to lose. He was going to get knocked out. Here's another guy saying that Bud was going to be knocked out. Well, it didn't happen. Okay, then Showbiz, you got to eat crow. Showpiss has to eat crow too. You got to eat crow, man. You got to. And I figured he had a lot more boxing knowledge on Bud, okay? Bud has sparred, okay? And this is a fact. Terrence Bud Crawford has been accustomed to sparring bigger men in uppers of 180 pounds to 200 pounds, okay? He's been accustomed to that kind of sparring style. So he's always, and the coach means always, he's always sparred against bigger men. Terrence Bud Crawford walks around at 175 pounds. That's what he walks around at. He had to cut a lot of weight to get down to 135. Had to cut a lot of weight to get down to 140. Had to cut a lot of weight to get down to 147. Had to cut weight to get down to 154, okay? Bud Crawford has always contended that 168 pounds is his natural weight class. He's already said this. People thought he was crazy when he said it the first time. I didn't think he was crazy because I know he walks around at 175 pounds. That's what he walks around at. Okay, he's used to the weight. He's used to carrying it. And the thing is, Bud don't carry weight very well. Like when he's bigger, you can't really tell that he's actually bigger. Because the majority of the time, Bud, his clothes are baggy. Like Bud was running like full basketball games. Full court basketball games at 175 pounds. And still looked shredded enough, okay? He looked in good enough shape. He wasn't carrying a belly. He wasn't doing all of that, man. Bud Crawford, even at 175 pounds, looked like he was in immaculate shape. He was already used to the weight. And people kept saying, well, Bud ain't used to that weight. Bud ain't used to being hit by guys of that size. Yeah, he was. He sparred bigger men. He's always sparred bigger men. He's used to taking those shots. And I figured, okay, so Canelo, not bigger than some of the guys, Bud is facing in sparring. I said, Bud is going to be able to handle punches from Canelo. What makes Canelo more special? I mean, yeah, Canelo might have more skill than some of the guys that Bud faced, but that don't necessarily mean they had more power. Bud IQ is too much. And unfortunately, all the way up to 175 pounds, weight doesn't apply to Bud Crawford. He's that damn good. His skill set creates a balance. It creates a balance. And whatever shortcomings that Bud Crawford have, the skill set creates that balance to where it takes him over the top. Bud Crawford is the best fighter in his era. There's nothing you can say. Okay, y'all need to make a bunch of retraction videos because you were wrong. A lot of you guys were wrong. And, if you're going to base it off the size, okay, that's crazy. Like what? We just negate Bud's skill set? We just negate all of that. Oh, well, he's a smaller guy than Canelo. So, we're going to go ahead and negate that. Canelo's the bigger fighter, okay? We knew that Bud had a chin. The man got shot in his head. Drove himself to the hospital. I'm pretty sure the man can take head punches, okay? He took the best Canelo had. And I was telling people, a man that got hit in the head with a bullet, and he's still awake and driving himself to the hospital when he got shot in his head? You think a punch gonna hurt him? I'm sorry. That's another one of my bases. Like, he can handle power. And Bud he put his chin on display. Canelo hit Bud with some good shots, and Bud ate those shots and laughed at him. Bud Crawford laughed at Canelo. He laughed at him. That's just what it is, man. He laughed at the man. Had the man, had Canelo frustrated, man. I mean, it just is what it is. Give Bud his credit. Give Terrence Bud Crawford all the credit that he deserved. He deserved the credit, okay? He deserves his credit. He deserved everything that he got. He worked his ass off for this fight. He worked his ass off for this damn fight, man. And he didn't let anything go into the roof. I mean, this man worked every single solitary part of his training camp. That's what he did. But everybody wanted to negate this man's skill set. And I told y'all, Canelo, he flat-footed. The guy flat-footed, okay? He can't fight in angles. He can't deal with fighters that move. Let's do a history check, okay? All the fighters that stole Canelo Alvarez face, every last fighter he faced, the ones that he had difficult with are guys that's got a good jab and good foot movement. They ain't necessarily got to have the best power. The guys that had great foot movement and a decent jab. These are guys that he struggled against. He fought Erslandy Laura. What did Laura have? Well, great footwork, great jab. Wow. That's hard, right? Austin Trout. Great footwork, great jab. Wow. Who else did he fight? Floyd Mayweather Jr. Great footwork, great jab. Terrence Bud Crawford. Great footwork, great jab. William Skull. Excellent footwork, not so much of a good jab, but he gave Canelo problems. Gave him problems. Canelo can't deal with those kind of fighters. And the faster that you guys begin to understand that Canelo is very limited, the better off you'll be. Okay? I saw this ass whooping coming from a mile away. When this first fight got first announced, even Canelo, he didn't want the fight. He knew what was to happen. And I guarantee you for the rest of his career, Canelo, he's going to avoid slick boxers. He's not going to face any more slick boxers. I can tell you that right off the beat. Okay? He's not going to fight any more slick fighters. That's over. That's done for him, okay? Canelo going to fight whatever fights he got left in his career if he chooses to not retire. Hold on, y'all. Let me crank my car. Okay? He's going to pretty much do what he want to do. Okay? I ain't got no problem with it. Canelo can do whatever he want to do, so can Bud. Okay? Canelo took the fight, yeah, for $150 million, but he took the fight. And that's what it took to get him in the ring. It took $150 million to get this guy in the ring because he knew that this was going to happen. Okay, he knew that this shit was gonna happen. He knew that this was going down. Okay, he knew, he understood what was going on, and Canelo even wanted to quit. And y'all say Bud, and Terrence never thought Canelo was that good. Yeah, Bud said it because he wanted to sell the fight. But Terrence, you ask Bud now that the fight's over, he's gonna tell you that no, he's not that good. This guy was easy. Bud had a harder time fighting Madrimov because he couldn't hit Madrimov. And I think that's unfair and irresponsible to point blank say because you felt like he had a difficult fight against Madrimov at 154 pounds. You felt like that, so he was going to struggle against Canelo. Canelo and Madrimov are two different fighters. And I guarantee if you ask Bud Crawford right now who was a better fighter, who's a more difficult opponent, he's going to say Madrimov. Madrimov could move, okay? He wasn't flat-footed. Had impeccable defense. It was hard for Bud to hit him. Now, when Bud actually did hit him, Madrimov backed up. He did not like the power of Bud, and that's just what it is. Madrimov didn't like that power. He didn't like it. Go look at the fight. The fight was pretty much Crawford. This fight wasn't as close as a lot of you guys think it was. The fight was Madrimov backing up, and Madrimov didn't want to return fire because he was afraid of what was coming back. And even Madrimov talked about just how skillful Bud is. Madrimov said that fight was extremely difficult because of Terrence's skill. That's what it is. It's just what it is. Madrimov said it. Okay, people, folks, it baffles me how people like Showpiss can completely disregard this man's talent. And because a fighter is bigger than another fighter. Okay, Bud got talent out in his world. Now I'll tell you one fight that the size did matter. Now, when Vasily Lomachenko fought Guillermo Rigondeaux, Vasily, he was a lot bigger than Guillermo Rigondeaux. Okay, Guillermo Rigondeaux had to fight Vasily because nobody would fight him. At 112 pounds, nobody would fight Rigo. They wouldn't fight the man, so the man had to go up by 2 weight classes? Rigo had to go up 2 weight classes to get a fight, man. It was crazy. Okay, so yeah, Rigo was outmatched, but, Loma, he was too fast. He was much, much, much too fast for Rigondeaux. And Rigondeaux couldn't deal with the hand speed and the foot movement. Okay, that's just what it was. That's what it was. That's my thing, okay? You guys, people like Showpiss, you would have never figured that Canelo would quit in the fight. You'd have never guessed that. The man quit. Like, he had the look on his face like, look, man, I can't do shit with this boy. I done tried everything I can try. I can't do anything with him. And Canelo said that. He confirmed that. I can't do anything with him. This guy, he's just too damn good. He is just too damn good. There's nothing that I can do against this guy. I can't do a damn thing because Terrence Bud Crawford is too damn good. That's what it was. Now, whether you like that or don't like it, it's just what it is. Whether you like it or don't like it, that's just what the hell it is. It's what it is. You can't do it, you can't say nothing, okay? You need to sit back. You need to understand the greatness of Terrence Crawford. And you hear people talking about, man, well, Bud fought Canelo and Canelo had too many fights. Wait a minute. So you don't know boxing. You don't know enough about boxing to understand what Bud's amateur career was, okay? Because if you're telling me that Canelo had too many fights and Bud ain't have enough fights compared to him, y'all stupid. Because, y'all know nothing about Bud's career. The amateur circuit that Bud definitely had a whole lot more fights in the amateur circuit before he even went pro. Okay? So please, miss me with that. And the first couple of guys Canelo fought, these guys, Canelo wasn't getting hurt by these guys. These guys that Canelo fought, they wasn't hurting him, man. Okay, he was knocking these guys out, laying them out. So Canelo never incurred any damage early in his career. You want to know the fighters that actually hurt Canelo? Like, literally, you knew he was hurt? Bivol. Okay, Bud hurt him. Okay, damn, what was that hurt him? Earslany Laura hurt him a couple of times. Austin Trout hurt him. That's it. And Triple G hurt him a couple of times. This man, out of 60-plus fight, He's only been hurt, like physically, that you can see visibly, about 5 times. That's it. I mean, I give Canelo credit. I mean, he got a good body shot. The man has a great hook, a hook from hell, and he got a chin. I give Canelo got a hell of a chin. That's about it. Because Bud staggered him. Bud hurt this guy several times in the fight. And I think Canelo looked and said, wait a minute. This motherfucker got power. This motherfucker got power in his hands. Like, yo, I didn't expect him to have power. When he hit Canelo and Canelo saw that Bud can actually crack, Canelo and Bud started walking this man down. So I'm going after these folks that just pretty much put it out there that, man, Bud gonna do this. No. Bud finna get knocked out. He finna get knocked smooth out. Okay, well, okay, now what you gonna do? Now what do you have to say? You gotta give Bud his props. I tell you what, BFTV gave Bud his props. BFTV gave Bud his props. He gave it to him, and he's not even a Bud supporter. He's not even a Bud supporter. And he gave Terrence Bud Crawford, gave the man his props. See, that's what, and you know, that's how you know a person know boxing. You make an assessment, okay? And your assessment about wherever it means you make the assessment and you get it wrong, that's okay. And you recognize the person's skill set. I'm not a fan of Kayla Hype Job Harrison, but I do know for a fact that if a person lock up with Kayla, if they lock up with Kayla, 9 times out of 10, they're going to lose that battle. If you're trying to grapple with Kayla, you're probably going to lose. If you're literally trying to grapple with Kayla Harrison, you're going to lose. I'm not a fan of Kayla, but I'm not stupid either. Okay? I'm not stupid. I know what Kayla possessed when it comes to being a black belt judoka. I know this. I'm not a fan of Amanda Nunes, but if you brawl with Amanda Nunes, she's going to knock you the fuck out. Excuse me. She's going to knock you out. She's going to knock you out. I'm not a fan of Wee Lee, but if you fight Wee Lee in that mid-range, okay, I can tell you guarantee yourself a knockout. To be knocked out. You have to be objective. I picked Tatiana Suarez to beat Wee Lee, and I said literally because I don't like Wee Lee. But common sense, when Wee Lee won, I wasn't shocked that Wee Lee won. I wasn't shocked that she won at all, and I gave Wee Lee her props. That's what you do. Now, you got these guys, man, they don't want to be wrong. You got Ellie Setback, you know? That racist dude. You got him. Always on Devin Haney. Always on Bud. Can't give him his props. And Ellie Setback running around here talking about Canelo won the fight. And Canelo had to check Ellie. Canelo had to check Ellie. He checked him. He checked him and said, no, man, no. Terrence Crawford did good. Give Terrence Crawford his props. He did good. That's what Ellie said. I mean, that's what Canelo told Ellie. Pretty much told Ellie to shut up. Told him to shut up. Told him to shut his mouth in a nice way. He told him, go ahead and give that man his props. Crazy, man. Well, you got people like Max Kellerman, and I'm sitting here like, damn, what is Max Kellerman gonna do, man? What's Max Kellerman gonna do? Is Max Kellerman gonna come in is he gonna take Canelo on a date the way he was on Canelo nuts so mad? Like, come on, man. It was stupid and it was crazy. But anyway, yeah, here go another one, and I'm gonna be calling these guys out.